Hey everybody, BTO Pro here. I wanted to highlight today a project by a colleague of mine. His name's Michael Collins. He works in the College of Arts and Architecture at Penn State, and in conjunction with some folks from the business school, he's got this idea for something he's calling OER Schema. So if you go to oerschema.org, you can find out a little bit more about what the schema is, kind of what the idea behind it is. But basically, it's that currently OER is not remixable in any ingestible way. So if you go to any open education initiative from MIT or OpenCourseWare, anywhere really, you can pretty much just get PDFs, and there's not a lot of there's issues with discoverability, but there's also issues with actually repurposing. So I wanted to show quickly, so kind of a little tool that they have to kind of illustrate the idea, and that this is related to Elms tangentially, in that we plan on supporting this type of capability as we move towards Polymer and our headless authoring experience initiative. So the idea is I would have a tool of some kind. This could be Elms produced or otherwise, is generating RDF schema on top of things. So he's got this this test space where this might be an open course. Let's say it's open course on this, right? And it has pictures building, and I can read about this building. Well, right now, just with this little testbed tool, I could copy this in here. It's going to skim off that OER schema metadata and break it into chunks. So then I can start to take the parts of whatever that was, right? So it found an image object on that page. It also found the supporting material, right? Marked as supporting material. And then I could start to, rearrange this, kind of remix this in place. But I could also draw in from other locations too. So, let's say it's this other page about designing an OER module. Paste that in, reads off the metadata, and then I can add that in there. And see, we have more supporting material, right? Then I could take that, move it around. So it's kind of the proof of concept of it. At the end, I've constructed new meaning out of this. My experience with OER schema, right? And then I could edit this material in this little builder they have, right? So I've been able to take this stuff and remix it. Probably don't want to be able to remix that copyright info. And then if I hit publish, it dumps out with the schema wrapped on it, right? Div vocab schema.org, that stuff that I had previously. So I remixed several different resources. If you envision that this schema is wrapped onto other things on the web, which I think we could easily wrap into our Polymer elements. And then I could start to kind of pull this stuff apart and draw meaning from it. So if that's in the context of Elms, it could be that I draw meaning from, ingesting a static repo. We've shown some examples of Git-based markdown ingestion. Well, if that markdown had head matter and schema wrapped on top of it, then we could actually start to make decisions in our systems off of this information. So we could drive ecosystem creation, drive assignment creation, things like that, but at the same time have it be in a place where you could easily remix and take this stuff, pull it apart, what have you. So it's kind of the idea with OER Schema. If you're interested in the project, you can check it out, oerschema.org, learn more. We plan on trying to work towards doing more with the project over the coming months. Especially as we work towards Polymer and web components and kind of layering it into the design and semantic design elements.